Hey ladies, I want to talk to you guys today about something called self-sabotage. This would be, an example of this would be like when you have a goal of eating healthier and you're doing great and you're starting to feel really good about your decisions and your choices, you have more energy, but then your family decides it's froyo night and everybody wants to go, and it's kind of something you've always done together. It's a way to connect and bond, and so you go and you think, I don't really need that. I don't even really crave it, but it's like, you know, it's the way to connect with my family, and I don't want them to think that I'm, you know, better than them, or that I can't indulge and I can't enjoy myself, and so why not, right? So this is what happened to me last week. So actually we didn't go to froyo that night. We went to Marble Slab, what is it called? Marble Slab Creamery? Yeah, you guys got one of those in your town? Anyway, it's where they kind of like roll out the ice cream on the cold stone and then add in the stuff. Well, I thought, okay, well, every once in a while I'll have some chocolate ice cream with a scoop of peanut butter in it just to feel like I'm getting a little protein with my ice cream, and it's kind of my little sweet indulgence every once in a while. So I thought I'll just do that, and totally fine. I deserve it. I've been doing good and all that stuff, and so I ordered that small scoop. The guy put in like just as much peanut butter as ice cream though, and as I was eating it I was like, holy cow, I love chocolate peanut butter, but this is a little too much. And I did it, I took little tiny bites with the little spoon that they give you, and tried to take my time and do my slow eating and practice that, and paying attention to when I was full. And but the problem was afterwards, it wasn't a reward. It didn't feel good at all. I felt sluggish and heavy and just yuck. And I was like, shoot, I don't know why I did that. And later on, I was talking to my the student that we were taking each other through the 90-day program, and so the session that we were on was actually on self-sabotage, and just because as you're trying to shift your habits and do new things, this will come up. It's normal, just because we have ingrained patterns and wirings that dictate our behaviors, and they're based on things that sometimes we're totally unaware of, and we don't understand why they're obstacles for us. So we were kind of working through the process, trying to uncover, and she was asking me questions, and I was able to kind of come to a realization that it really wasn't about the food. It was about my need for belonging, and that I choosing to have that ice cream with my family was a way of connecting for me, and I felt like I would miss out on that and lose that, and that's something that's a value of mine and really important to me. So to be able to clarify and make that distinction was huge. Then the other thing that happened was I had an experience with a discovery call with a potential client, and she ended up feeling like there were too many medical bills stacked up at the time, and was unable to do this for herself right now, but was interested in doing it later. And I was fine with it. I sent her some encouragement, and tried to send her some free resources in a way to be encouraged as she was waiting, and just wanted her to keep holding on to that vision that she had of better health, and just stepping into her full potential. But as the day went on, I noticed that I just got into this funk, and I was just, I don't know, frustrated and just in a bad mood, and couldn't quite put my finger on what was going on with myself. And finally, it kind of hit me. My husband even said, that not everybody's going to, accept when you put out the offer or the proposition to be coached. And I'm like, yeah, but that's not it. Like, I'm okay with that, but there's something else bothering me. Like, she really needed this. Like, this was something she said was life or death, and I know how much impact it could have on her, and so it just kills me that she can't take advantage of it, or won't take advantage of it, because she's not going to show up for herself. She's going to invest her money and everything else, but not in herself. And but it bothered me so much that I couldn't help her. I ended up having to go off to my room and just laid in bed and curled up in a ball and just cried for a little bit, and just thinking, God, I just want to be able to help women. I don't care about the money, but I need to be able to help her. Like, I know that I have the resources and the tools and can guide her into that vision that she talked about, and what do I do? And anyway, I finally got out of that funk and kind of got it out of my system. And anyway, as I was talking to the student that was coaching me, it kind of hit me that, yes, underlying there was a positive intention of wanting to help. And I think I've mentioned to you guys this before, that I was carrying those results on myself, which is really kind of a savior complex, y'all. That's like, it had to be me to help her, and that's not true. I mean, what does that make me say about God's greatness and his bigness and his ability to work through even a season of waiting? And I had to learn how to shift that off of myself and recognize that my need to help her could completely self-sabotage this business and what I want to do and the why behind it, which is to help more people and to be able to have an income flow that allows freedom to give and support ministries and enable me to travel and support my daughter and so many more things, allow my husband some freedom to go back and do more missions. And so I was going to sabotage all of that just to be able to give free services to whoever needed it, which would end up causing me to be burned out and unavailable and limited in my resources. And so anyway, guys, that's what we do. And without someone to talk through that stuff, we'll sabotage ourselves every day without recognizing what we're doing. So that's one of the benefits of coaching, y'all, is just to be able to uncover some things that are kind of keeping us stuck, keeping us from moving forward, keeping us from reaching towards the goals and the things that we want to do, just who we want to be, who we know God's called us to be. So anyway, just want to share my experience. If you're needing somebody to talk to and you recognize that something's holding you and keeping you stuck, please reach out. I'd love to talk to you guys. Anyway, have a great weekend, and I just thank you for joining me here and being willing to listen to my craziness sometimes. And I just appreciate you joining me for the journey.